Oh, hey. Hey guys, this is Brenton Brown, owner of Forza Tuning and Performance, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the regular Dodge Hellcat. And we put out a couple of videos lately comparing like the Dodge Demon to the Hellcat and the Red Eye. So we had this car, this is a 2016 Hellcat. Obviously it's pretty unique. It's set up as a Deadpool theme. And for everybody that was complaining about the bumper guards on the bumpers, these are not our cars, these are customers' cars. So we do not take it upon ourselves to remove pieces off people's cars. Since this one doesn't have that, nobody can bitch and complain about that. They released the Hellcat in 2015. That was the start of this incredibly popular muscle car. You know, it's a lot of the knowledge on this is basically already out there. From 2015 to 2017, the car really remained for the most part unchanged. It had the 6.2 liter V8 supercharged Hellcat engine. They had 707 horsepower, 650 foot-pounds of torque. They were all on the regular body configuration, no wide body at that time. They would do a quarter mile time of around 10.9 with drag radial tires. They had a top speed of like 199 miles an hour. So very, very impressive car. So the car, like I said, remained unchanged up until about 2017. So in 2018, they released the Dodge Demon, limited production, drag race specific vehicle. It had the same base 6.2 liter engine, just much stronger, the bigger blower. The car came standard with 808 horsepower and 770 foot-pounds of torque. The top speed on the Demon in the stock configuration was actually 168 miles an hour compared to the Hellcat's 199. What they did is they released the Demon crate with an extra PCM in there. And once you introduce the crate PCM and the high octane button, that enabled you to run race gas in the vehicle with the push button on the dash. With race gas, it had about 840 horsepower and still the same amount of torque. It also raised the top speed of the Demon to over 200 miles an hour. So with the introduction of the Demon in 2018, the Demon only came in a wide body configuration. It was kind of a mixed hit. Some people liked it, some people didn't like it. And I think Dodge really listened to their customer base. And for that reason, in 2018, the regular Hellcat came as a standard body like this, or the wide body configuration of the Demon. So it had a different set of wheels and then the same wide body flares and everything else that the Demon had. The Demon was the only car that had the big functional ram air hood. So the regular Hellcat had a different hood and air intake configuration. So since the Demon was limited to 3,300 units, the last Demon rolled off the production line in May of 2018. At the introduction of the 2019 model year, Dodge offered the regular Hellcat in a standard body and a wide body configuration. They also gave the standard Hellcat a little bit bump in power. It went from 707 to 717, and then the torque went from 650 to 656. On the standard Hellcat, you could still get that in the automatic 8-speed transmission or a manual 6-speed transmission. What they also did is they released the Hellcat Red Eye. Okay, so like we talked about in previous videos, the Hellcat Red Eye was just a upgraded version of the Hellcat with the Demon drivetrain in it. But what they did is where the Demon only came in a wide body, you were able to select the Red Eye in a standard body that looked just like this, or the wide body configuration of the Demon. If you picked the Red Eye version of the Hellcat, you only had the option of the automatic 8-speed transmission, but it was the upgraded, heavier duty version of that transmission that the Demon came with. So a question we get asked all the time is, you know, aside from the Demon, what's the fastest Hellcat? Because now you have these 4 different options you can get, so a lot of people aren't sure. So out of all the Hellcat options in 2019, the fastest version is the Red Eye wide body configuration. It does a quarter mile time in about 10.8 seconds at 131 miles an hour and has a top speed of 203 miles an hour. The next choice is the regular Hellcat wide body, okay, not the Red Eye. So this might come as a little bit of a shock, or you're probably not sure why, and I'll explain here in a minute. The regular Hellcat wide body does a quarter mile time of 10.9 at 127 miles per hour. Top speed on that car is about 195. So you're probably wondering why the regular Hellcat, if you can still get the Red Eye in a standard body and it has, you know, significantly more power, why would the regular Hellcat wide body be faster than that? And the answer to that question is because on the regular body, they can't fit as wide of a tire on there. So you have traction issues. So actually the regular Hellcat wide body is faster than a Red Eye in the standard body configuration. So that probably brings us number 3 on the list. The third fastest configuration would be the regular Hellcat in the standard body. It does a quarter-mile time of about 11.1 at 131 miles an hour and has a top speed of 203, just like the wide-body version. The top speeds are the same on those. And last but not least, and still it's still a fast car, we're talking tenths of a second difference between all these, so it's not a big deal, is the regular Hellcat configuration in the standard body like we're looking at right here. And it does a quarter-mile time of 11.2 at 125 miles an hour. So still very, very close, and this car still has a top speed of 199 miles an hour. So all these cars are very fast. If you're looking for the best combination, I personally would choose one of the wide body options. If you can afford the red-eye version, obviously you're gonna be better off with that because you've got all the upgraded Demon components, the bigger blower, the stronger transmission, the better suspension. But still, even with the lesser power, the wide body regular Hellcat is still a much better option. So now that we talked a little bit about how fast the stock cars are and their standard configuration, how you get them, we can touch base a little bit about how fast they can be realistically. So without going into like every package and this and that, and you know, times are gonna differ. It depends on how experienced the driver is, what exact tires he has, what size rims he has on there, where in the country the guy's running at, as far as elevation, humidity, the climate, the weather. Literally, there's a lot of factors that come into play here. So I'm just gonna kind of give you some general time numbers. We'll just go with our Stage 4R package. There's some guys running some modified Stage 4Rs, but just let's talk about the standard package. The regular red-eye wide body, we said, did a quarter mile in about 10.8 seconds. A standard Stage 4R car runs a quarter mile in about 9.5 seconds. And if it's running on race gas and is kind of turned up a little bit more aggressively, it runs very, very low 9-second times. The regular Hellcat wide body will be about 4/10 of a second slower than that. I don't really have any concrete data on a standard body red-eye because quite frankly, out of all the cars we've done, I've yet to see that combination. The last one that I can comment on is a standard body Hellcat. In a regular Stage 4 car, those run about 10 seconds flat. Some guys, if they're changing the rear tire configurations, those run high 9s. So that'll kind of give you an idea of like how fast they are stock, how fast they are with our Stage 4R package, some realistic times to expect. And those times that I'm giving you, none of our package cars, those are still at stock weight. There's no weight reduction or anything crazy like that. So it is still a fully functional street car, basically just like you get it from the dealership. So it's a car you can put your luggage in, you can drive it across the country, you can do anything with it that you do to a bone stock car. So this Hellcat is a 2016 model, and we actually did this car when the car was brand new. So the car was black when we got it. We built the car. We did a few upgrades past the Stage 4R package for the guy. The owner of the car is a very avid Deadpool fan, and he wanted a Deadpool themed 1,000 horsepower Hellcat. So we'd previously built the car. Exotic Vehicle Wraps down in Miami, they were the ones that designed and laid the wrap out. And for any of you all that haven't heard, the Deadpool 3 movie has been confirmed that it is gonna happen. And the owner has been in touch with the producers of Deadpool 3. And there's probably a pretty good chance that you all see this car appear in the Deadpool 3 movie. Nothing's for sure, but there's been a lot of talking about it. So that's something we're pretty excited about. I also want to take a minute and I wanted to thank you all. We've had, you know, a tremendous amount of people leaving comments, sending us messages, emails, PMs about how much they like the videos, the video quality. The guys here shooting the videos behind the scenes, they're the ones that really make these videos so outstanding. You know, so I just wanted to take a minute to thank to all the people that leave nice comments, that like, that share the videos, that subscribe to us. It really means a lot to us, and it really gives us motivation to try to make more videos that you all really like. Okay, everybody, so hopefully you learned something interesting about these cars. And you know, if there's anything else that you want to know, obviously we're more than happy to do these videos, and any topic you want to know. We have a wide variety of vehicles in this building. So if you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe. If you want to see more or want to see more about a specific thing, leave us a comment, let us know. Until next time.